I think the most interesting ones are just a couple. So I wrote down. Derek mentions cruising terminology. He's like, this guy said in the forum that he was on a cruise, but you don't go on a cruise if you've ever never went on a blast. You're just taking hormone replacement therapy. Just the use of the word cruise means he blasted, and Derek was mentioning he doesn't know anything about the blast before or after. So, and he mentioned he should have came without a shirt into the apology, which I didn't even notice that element. I noticed he's wearing the hat with the beard. I know the beard is part of his caveman thing, but he might like it, so I don't know. But the hat, I know that nobody really likes wearing a baseball cap turned backwards all the time. You don't want the cap. You're not protecting yourself from the sun, so you're covering your hair.
On his Instagram story, he just started showing his hair.
No, I don't know.
But it's long. He was looking for hair loss, but it's long hair, so it's hard to tell, you know.
Yeah. So Derek, he also asked Derek. I didn't get to the full thing, but he also asked Derek about his opinion on Liver King making that story with his children. Remember, he made the story. He showed his children were there at the table, and he was like, "Thank God for Derek making me be a more honest person." You didn't see this? Oh, this was very alarming. So if you guys haven't seen, I'm sure it's reposted online somewhere. There was a story where his kids are there, and Derek was saying, "This is like clearly charlatan-like behavior." This is interesting. So before, I thought maybe Liver King was a good guy because he always seems to be with his wife in interviews. She'll be like watching for emotional support, which means he's probably not trying to use her to show that he's a good family man, because he does have kids, so that would be the implication. And most people are not that close to their wives years later, so it's a beautiful image, and they're clearly booking levels. So I thought this is like evidence that he might be a good person, and maybe doubt some things also. But he brought us so often, and then I saw once he was letting his kids eat a very large, and I say letting because they look like they wanted to, but each eating a very large liver, literally like animals. You might like this because it's so controversial. Literally eating it like animals would eat the liver, but of course it's drained of blood and stuff like that. So still not quite ancestral to the animals at least, but you had them. So this could easily cause them hypervitamin C. And maybe they're not doing it that often, so it's not risky, but it still may make other people think they should make their kids eat this. I don't think kids shouldn't eat liver. I think they should eat liver probably every day. It's like Derek also does, by the way. I don't know what dose he uses, but I use between 15 to 30 grams usually a day. I haven't been taking it here because Tony refuses to get liver. And I don't know how to talk to Thai people. And
you can just buy it on the carts, just walking around. The liver's cooking on all these.
See why it can't be healthy?
Street food carts.
Yeah, you get an unorganic liver, bro. What the fuck? You're not gonna get an unorganic liver.
I think you're more likely that the chickens here are organic because they're usually like raised by families, not by industry.
You know what? You're using. You can use chicken liver.
Chicken livers on all the carts is very common.
I can't take luck on that thing. I'm not trying to do that.
You want to go to the grocery store and get organic liver?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay.
Bro, I make much less money than you, and I eat all organic, paid for my wife and child organic, always. She took over 50 supplements, mostly, like 30 during the pregnancy. I paid for all of it to the point where I had to stop taking supplements during the pregnancy. Do you know that?
Wow.
And I care a lot about my health. That's how I've just not been afterwards. I stopped for money reasons to support her.
Wow.
Because I want to make videos more than take consultation requests to support her also, because they're more scalable and help people more. Like I budgeted, and bro, I spend most of my money on food.
Yeah,
of course,
and
supplements,
expensive
and supplements,
food and supplements. Yeah.
Yeah. So
in America,
especially. Yeah. So if you would sacrifice your health. You
I
don't realize
wouldn't
that this guy's
I wouldn't
actually
eat
wealthy.
liver in the first place. But
So he's actually healthy. Healthy. No, he's actually wealthy. So some people also. I used to not be sure if he was wealthy or if it was like an image. He's actually wealthy, very wealthy.
But you don't see me spend very much money on stuff.
That's what I'm trying to talk about. You are actually stingy.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, you're stingy. He's actually a stingy guy. But not on other people. You know, some people are like stingy on you, but not on themselves. He's stingy on himself and on the people he cares the most about. But he'll get them a lot of things. But all the things are the mediocre version of that thing, or the crappy version. So the crappy one works just as well.
You're saying like if I'm gonna buy an iron for the house, I don't buy like the top of the line iron. I
What?
buy the economical clothing.
Oh, iron. I thought you meant like an ironing pan.
No, I just bought an iron. Is why I was just thinking about it. I bought the economical iron. I didn't buy the top of the line iron.
Yeah, I misunderstood because I heard iron. I thought of pan and food, but then
the
iron
pans,
wouldn't be a problem, but the pan would be a problem.
I do buy good pans.
Yeah,
well, the main one that we cook on.
yeah, I wouldn't make my life harder.
And I throw
think
the pan away as soon as it gets damaged because I don't want the chemicals.
The main value of money is living longer, treating disease. That's the main value.
Yeah,
treating the diseases of those you love. It costs a lot. You'd be surprised. Insurance won't cover the best treatment. This is gonna happen to you if you don't save like $1.5 million for your family that you're gonna burn when one of them gets very sick, like your significant other. You have to plan for that. That's the main thing you have to plan for. The other way that money makes life easier, in Happiest Economics, it shows that this is an hour 30 minutes. This is the last thing we talk about. Okay, so we went too well. But in Happiest Economics, it's shown that if you make calculations and have to in a grocery store, then that's once you stop making calculations is the main part that money makes you significantly more happy. Then it doesn't make you much more happy until it gets to very high levels where it starts to improve again, is what the consensus was when I was up to date on the literature. My experience is that money at very high amounts seems to make people unhappy or more prone to unhappy periods. And also, my thought is that money, personally, if you have it, since I don't care about it much, it should make me comfortable. So for example, you see, if I have a problem with a computer, I want to send the computer to a computer guy. I don't like doing computer stuff, so I don't want to do it at all. I'd rather lose the whole consultation money doing this thing and save myself the effort and do something that I like doing, which is researching, which helps people more. Basically, I like to trade value more. He likes to I'll do a bit of this. He does the technology stuff in the house and then he saves on these things. But I'm just mentioning this because
it depends how busy I am. If I'm super busy, I just buy fast. And I might pay a lot of money because I'm trying to move quickly to save time. If I have a little bit of time, you save like half the money by making like a calculated decision on balancing the cost.
Can I point out something though? He doesn't say he's not a bad guy, and even further. So it's not just that he does the same for others, but he takes care financially of other people more than I did in my early 20s when I had an entourage. He has not entourage, but with friends, many friends, female and male, female also, a lot of female friends, not friends, whatever they are, their girlfriends, whatever. But that because of differences in economic background or other things, are maybe potentially sometimes using you. People use tokens. This is the thing. So he's kind to everybody, but then stingy on items, which is very. So he has like 8 girlfriends, but he'll not buy organic food. Bro, what the fuck? Missed priorities. Anyway, this is how we disagree. Hopefully these disagreements can flesh out arguments on the channel and also offer different opinions of the audience to see how we would react to them. So I'm reacting to you guys that are like Tony, and Tony's reacting to you guys that are like me a little bit, I think.
Yeah.
More conservative with drug use and more into health, more into performance, and less conservative with drug use. Although sometimes we're both not conservative compared to other people.
But what's really interesting is what do we agree on with both of our different perspectives? Like if we agree on something, that's probably how it is.
Performance, though, so on performance, it'll probably be how it is. Because it'll be Anyway, so friends, sorry for the long-winded discussion. We didn't react to much of the video, but I think we commented on the most interesting points. The only thing the rest of it was to comment is that Derek has unusual traps in this video. I don't know why his traps are huge. I'd never noticed this before. I think it's the angle. I thought it was amusing. But because then he has delts and traps, so he has this whole thing. And I've never seen someone genetically gifted in the top so much. It's fantastic. So I think Derek did a for sure public service. He received that email giving him acceptance. And even if he didn't, he wasn't personally tied to this guy with a confirmation. It was a random email. If you're sending very private information to someone you don't know on the first email and you expect confidentiality, I mean, many people won't tell people about it for that reason, but that's not accepted. But if it's like a second email or a confirmation or asking you for information, I understand, but not in this. So Derek is not, and if he got acceptance of it, but the acceptance of Derek talking about the IGF-1 issue may have been really a tacit acceptance for Steve, that Steve saw as that, and Steve doesn't want to talk to the guy again because he had such a bad experience with the guy lying, maybe. So there's also an excuse for Steve's actions, I think. Anyway, friends, let us know if you agree, and let us know about this content. Did we do too much talking in the center and not enough reacting? Let us know. We're still figuring this out. Thank you, friends. Have a great day.
Sawadee Ka.